Well, hey everyone out there, thanks for choosing our short explanation of Seven Wonders Cities. It's Chris here from JMNC Games, and today we are taking a look at the expansion to the original version of Seven Wonders. Now, if you are unfamiliar with how the original version of the game works, that's not this video here. What we're going to do in this video is just tell you how the game changes from the original version. So if you are interested in learning more about the original version of the game, you'll want to click on the link down in the description below or at the doodad there at the top of the screen, and that'll take you to our other video on how to play the original version of the game. Well, like I said, in this video, we're just going to cover how does the game change from the original version by adding in the expansion. Now, if you haven't already done so, please take a moment to like and subscribe to our channel. We greatly do appreciate that, and it sure does help us grow. Now let's dive in and take a look at what's inside the box. There are two new wonder boards, the Byzantine and the Petra. 42 city cards, 14 per each age. 4 diplomacy tokens, 26 debt tokens in the amounts of -1 and -5. Coins with a value of 6, a score pad, and a description sheet which breaks down all of the new effects when playing this expansion. You will also need the original version of Seven Wonders. To set up, you follow the normal setup of Seven Wonders with the following adjustments. Separate the black city cards into 3 decks, 1 for each age. Then shuffle each of those decks individually. Next, for each deck, you are going to randomly take cards equal to the amount of players playing the game. So for our example, we are playing a 3-player game, so you will need to take 3 cards from each pile. The rest of the cards will not be used and can be returned back to the box. Take the purple guild cards from the original version of the game and shuffle them. Then randomly draw cards equal to the number of players playing the game plus 2. So for our 3-player game, that is a total of 5 cards. Return the rest back to the box. They will not be used. Now combine each age from the original version of the game with the corresponding cards from the expansion, and the purple guild cards get added to the age 3 pile. Now shuffle each of the piles well. Place the debt and diplomacy tokens in the middle of the play area for all players to be able to reach. Each player will need to select a wonder board. When playing the city's expansion, you may also choose to play one of the 2 new wonder boards. These boards can only be used when playing the expansion. Once everyone has selected their wonder board and the cards are sorted correctly, you now start the first age, dealing 8 cards instead of 7 like the original version. Each age will have an extra card, so by playing the city's expansion, you get an extra turn each round. Once everyone has their cards, gameplay works the same as it does for the original version. Players select a card and pass the rest to the next player. Players flip over their cards as they would for a normal game, paying any costs, building wonders, and so on. Now, certain cards like this one can cause other players to lose coins at the end of their turn. So, when players flip over their cards, players collect money, resources, and so on, and the last thing that they would do is have to pay the coins indicated by the card to the bank. If a player does not have enough coins to pay, they must take a debt token. Or, if they do have enough money to pay, they can choose not to pay and just take the debt token in that amount, or a combination of both. Debts stay with you the whole game. There is no way to pay them off. At the end of the game, anyone with debts will lose 1 victory point for every debt token that they possess. Another added feature to this game is that some of the cards will offer diplomacy tokens. When you play a card with this, you collect a diplomacy token and place it on your wonder board. At the end of the round, when it's time to settle military conflicts, you simply do not participate. It is like you are not even there. And the players to your right and left would now have to settle military conflicts between themselves. So, for example, let's say there are 4 players. Player 3 has a diplomacy token. This means that player 2 and player 4 would need to settle military scores between the two of them. The diplomacy token doesn't reward you with any points, but you will not lose any either. At the end of the game, use the new score pad to score. Here you will see the areas for scoring different expansions of Seven Wonders. Any of the city's cards that score points will get scored in this section. For scoring your debts, you would include them in this area with your points for coins. Of course, the player with the highest score is the winner of the game. This expansion can also be combined with other expansions like Seven Wonders Leaders. You can click on the link in the description below to see a breakdown of how Seven Wonders Leaders works. And so that is Seven Wonders Cities. Thanks for joining us today. We sure hope you enjoyed our explanation on Seven Wonders Cities. If you got any questions on the expansion or the original version of Seven Wonders, you can drop them down in the comments below, and I'll be sure to answer those as quick as I can. And while you're there, go ahead and take a moment to click the like and subscribe button. We greatly do appreciate that. Now, we know the basics, so let's play.